I don't know if I showed you this when it arrived, because I've had it at least a week. It's from the Little Melt Company, which is one of my favourite wax melt vendors. I have been buying from them since January of 2019, so the whole of the year, and they do these one-off boxes which are typically, I think the first ones I used to get were $5.99, then they went up to $6.99, and I think this was $7.99, and it came with like outer packaging, you know, like a postal bag, and then this was inside, and there's 6 mini snack bars in Christmas scents inside, and I think it was $7.99, and I think I had a 10% discount. Sometimes the discount code doesn't work on the products because I made an order, I think it was yesterday, and I tried to use the 10% discount code. It was for gifts, by the way. It's 3 of the same item, one's for me and 2 are for gifts. And I tried to use the 10% discount because it's always nice to get a discount, and it wouldn't work. So anyway, this arrived early last week I think. As I film this now, there are still some available, but you know, she's listed so many of these over the last few weeks. When she was first listing them, they were selling out in minutes. When I got my box, it sold out in about half an hour to 45 minutes, and now she's had some up for the last few days. So if you want to get one, it's still available basically. So I basically decided to keep it wrapped and have it as like a Christmas present for myself, because I won't have much to unwrap. I don't think I'm getting much, to be honest. I have given a list of 10 items. I have had one of my presents which wasn't in the list, which were the the tied and needy jumper, which I've already worn, the if the crown fits jumper, and then the t-shirt, being famous on Instagram is the same as being rich in Monopoly, countdown hun. So yeah, I'm gonna definitely keep this and then use them over the Christmas week, because there's 6 Christmas scents, so the potential will last longer because each bar's got 6 pieces, and I use 2 pieces at a time, but I do have 2 wax burners, so I'll be using 4 pieces at a time, and then there'll be 2 left, and I'll just have a smaller amount on the final use of each bar. But yeah, I thought I'd show you this, and there are still some available, so if you would like to get one, I think $7.99 including delivery is amazing. This is another Christmas present. My dad was meant to buy this, but I've actually bought it myself because I saw it on offer. It was meant to be £7, and I think I paid £4.50 for it. And I used to use Collab dry shampoo all the time. I do think Batiste is slightly better, and that's the original one. I've been using that before dry shampoo became fashionable and everyone was using it. But I've not had Collab in a couple of years because I've just mainly had Batiste, and it's not as easy to get hold of Collab as it once was. So I wanted this set because it's got a shower cap in, and I can't get my hair wet on the day that it's not getting shampooed. Even if it gets like a little bit of water on, it goes a combination of frizzy and greasy looking. So on the days where I can't get my hair wet, basically I end up standing just inside the shower with the door open as far away from the water, and I have to wash myself in an awkward way and not be able to stand under the water, which I want to do. So I keep thinking, get a shower cap, you'll be able to have a proper shower and stand in it. So I've got one. I don't know how well it'll work, if my hair will still get damp or not, but I thought I'd give it a go. And also I get to have some Collab dry shampoo, which I've not had for a while. I don't know what this scent is because I've never had this scent before. When I first started getting them, they came out with 4 scents. One was called London, Paris, Tokyo, and there was another one. And my favourite was the London one. They've added scents over the years. But yeah, have a clue what the scent is. 'Tis the season to make a statement with this sassy sandalwood and cassis, so it could be a quite strong scent. So if my dad doesn't give me the £4.50, this is basically from me to me, but I needed it. My dry shampoo always runs at an awkward time. But yeah, there's another little present that I've got. I bought the wax melts as well, so. And then yeah, I got my paper press island order. I think it came, was it Tuesday night? And then I wore the Tied and Needy on the Wednesday. Do you know the one thing I don't like about the jumper is I had a black vest on underneath, and when I took the jumper off, it had white bits all over it from the lining of the jumper. So I'm hoping that doesn't continue, because I won't be happy, because I don't want to get white bits all over me. But yeah, definitely check out the Paper Press Island. You won't get it before Christmas if you order it now, basically, but I love their stuff. I love these cards as well. So using my Christmas glass today. I've not used it for a couple of weeks, and then I found it in my office / dumping ground, which I'm going to be tidying, and I was like, yay. And then I've been using it yesterday and today. That's Diet Coke. I've gone off Pepsi Max Cherry. I think I've had too much of it, so I'm back on the Diet Coke at the moment. Hopefully that'll wake me up today. One last thing, you all know I'm a fan, a massive fan. I'm just trying to do the candle of Nowhere candles. So I've got the chill out one, which is gorgeous, the Winter Spice, and I've got my advent calendar, which I've not actually used yet. I'll be honest, I've not used it. I might light it for the first time today, but it lives on here, and there's like my wax burners. There's some Dallas Candle wax melts there. But yeah, it's a little bit, well, it's tidy on here compared to what it normally is, but I'm still not like panning out too much. But yeah, I got this like a month ago, and I was meant to light it, but I've not actually done it yet. So I'm not going to do it now because I need to trim the wick, because the wick is still, a lot of people forget to trim the wicks. If you don't have a wick trimmer, just use scissors. But she sends them out quite high up, and it needs to basically be half that length. But loads of people would just light it like that, and it would work, but you're really meant to trim them. This frosting is a normal, natural occurrence on candles, so don't be alarmed if you get a candle with frosting on, because it's just a natural thing. Reminds me of snow. According to my weather app, it was snowing this morning, but it definitely wasn't, because it said it was snowing. And I rushed to the window and there was no snow. I was like, yes, snow. And I was like, oh, no snow. But you're meant to mark it off every day, and I didn't want to write on the label, so I won't be writing on the label. But I love the idea of it, and I can still smell it. Even though the lid's on. So I definitely need to try and light the candle. I don't have many Christmas decorations up because my dad hates Christmas. I have a few little pieces. I have a Merry Christmas sign on my TV. I actually have a lantern somewhere. I need to find it. It's glittery, and I got it last year. Hopefully it's in the conservatory and not in the garage. So I think I showed you in Vlogmas, and I'm sorry it's quite dark, but this is actually on the floor right now. I'll just spit something. Because it was too heavy for where it was. So this is, I don't know how much or if anything else is going to go in here, because it's actually really full. I did want to either get a hot water bottle or a scarf or some gloves or something like that. But when you add up the value of it, I know I got some stuff discounted. Not deliberately, it was just on discount. So the slippers were £8, but I got 25% off, so they were £6. The water bottle was either $3.99 or $4.99. I think $3.99. I still hope I can get one when I go next. There's a box of Lindt chocolates here. They were like £4 or £5. Then I got them yesterday, Nature's Ingredients shower gels. they were originally £5, but I paid half price at £2.50. I'm hoping I'm going to go to Marks and Spencer's before Christmas, and I'm hoping they've still got them in, and I'm hoping that they're still half price because I would like to try them myself, and I didn't think of that when I were there. Then I've got one of these candles in. I'm going to shove another one in because I did get a pack of 3, and I don't particularly want to keep them for myself, so if I can fit all 3 in, I'll be happy because I don't want them anymore because I've got other candles. Then yesterday I picked up this Indoor Bulbs Spring Flowering Mascara. It's a gorgeous little jug and it was only £5. I saw them last week and I didn't think to get one. Then I saw someone on Instagram, they had about 3 or 4 and they said they'd bought some for gifts and some for themselves. And they're like, they're only £5. I was like, yeah, they were. So I basically got that. It's absolutely gorgeous. Really good quality. Then that was full price. Everything, I'll tell you if it was full price or not. So then last week I did get this porcelain mug. She'll only drink out of porcelains. It's a really nice shape and it's really easy to hold because I've put my hand through the handle and it fits your hand perfectly with your thumb holding on the top. That was originally £7.50 and I think it had 20% off. You get a soap, which I don't think she'll use. Well, she might, I don't know. And a hand and body lotion. Then we have the After Eights. At the moment they're staying in, but I may take them out if I need room for other things. Also, I do know that my stepdad will just take them off her and eat them himself. And do you know what he actually does? She's told me this. He puts the wrappers back. So he'll actually put the wrappers back and she'll open it thinking, oh, I'll have an After Eight. And they'll all be empty. And she said he thinks he's funny by doing that. But he's actually diabetic, but he doesn't follow the rules. I then put a bottle of cranberry and orange Sephora in because it's absolutely gorgeous. I remember when I was little, my mum used to use the original Sephora that came in glass bottles and I hated it. Every time she had it out, I weren't happy because it stank. But now, tables have turned because I love Sephora. Then I put in one of my favourite cleaning sponges. I've got the limited edition ones because they've got the ones with the lilac colour around and then they've got the Christmas ones. I wasn't going to give her a Christmas one because I want them. So, yeah, I think they were £3 or £4. That was £1. That was £1. Then the spiced orange candle where it's got the dried, freeze-dried, I don't know, fruit round it and then the candles in the centre. That was £4. Then I got the Champneys Health Spa Professional Collection Harmonious Hands. I think this is so adorable, and it's hand cream and it's got a glass nail file in. I think this was the second thing I got her. I think I got her the slippers and then this was the second thing, and it's kind of just built up over the last couple of weeks. Obviously I'm mindful to get this done as fast as I can. And you know, I was meant to get her a scarf because I always get her a scarf and I think scarves are really nice to have. And then I thought I'll get her leather gloves and then I was like, I don't know. And then yesterday I also picked up that jar of lavender tea lights. They also did it in peony and clean cotton, or fresh linen I think they call it. And it was down from £3 to £2 and I just thought it was an absolute bargain because she can have the tea lights in a wax burner and I know they're going to like mess with whatever scent is in the wax burner, but I don't think these are going to be very strong. And also I thought when she's finished with it she can just put her tea lights in it. If they had a scent that I liked I probably would have get some for myself so then I can store my tea lights, but my tea lights are twice the thickness. But that's what I've got at the moment. So if you add the contents up at full price, it's 8, 12, 16, 21, 22, 27, 34.50, 35.50, 36.50, 37.50, 38.50, 39.50, £43.50 at the moment, which I don't think's bad. I just don't know what else to add. It'll either be a scarf or some kind of something. something between £5 and £10, and then I think it'll be done. If I need the space, I will take them out, because there is chocolates at the back, but I might put something else in, like some After Eight, a smaller After Eight, or another brand of minted chocolates, because I know she likes them. So that's where we're up to at the moment. I just like it because there's so many different things, and there's so many different things you can use in different ways. Oh, I also have bought her some wax melts. Like I said, I bought stuff from the Little Melt Company. I bought 3 packs of wax melts, 1 for me and 2 as gifts. One of them's for her. They're all the same one. They've all got 3 scents in, and I'll hopefully remember to show you them in a daily Vlogmas video. So that's another £4 or £5. They're £4.99 each. So I do have that. So I'm only going to spend between £5 and £10 more. But I just love that she's got slippers. She's got a water bottle, so if she's going out for the day, she could take some water in the car. There's some shower gels, there's chocolate, there's a indoor bulb so she can grow a plant in her house. There's a mug. There's going to be, I'm going to put the other 2 candles in, I think. There's tea lights, there's another candle. There's cleaning products, there's all sorts. I am going to put some other wax melts in as well from Self-Care, my faves. So yeah, it's going to be about £60, if not more, worth of stuff in there. I know I've not paid full price for everything, but I've not got lots of things discounted. They had £2 off, they had £2.50 off, that had like £2 off-ish. But everything else is full price. So yeah, that's the gift hamper at the moment. I've not started to put my dad's together yet, because I've not got a lot of his. I'm trying to stand up, but it's painful. And I've gone really lightheaded. Oh God. Whew. I think all my blood had gone to my legs because I was crouched down. So when I'm still a little bit lightheaded, hold on. Oh, I hope I don't fall over. Whew. So, I'll try and position you. I haven't got any tripod or anything. I need a tripod. I have a tripod somewhere, but it's crap, basically. So I was just about to move what you're leaning against, because I'm an idiot. Picked up this yesterday. I showed you. I think it's in day 12 or 11 of Vlogmas. I'm really excited to get this. This is really chunky, like thickness wise, and it's slightly wider across than the Minky, the M cloth basically. So this is this. This feels like it'll rip easily. It's like some kind of material you'd find on clothes. I've still got a bit of nail polish on, it's annoying me. But I want to use it because it's the winter one, so I'll have to, because otherwise I'll keep it forever. But this is slightly bigger, it's thicker as you can see. It's got a proper microfiber at the bottom. I think it was £1, I'm not sure, I didn't even look at the receipt, but I think based on my shopping coming to £10 free, it was £1. I don't know. The Brazil nuts were the most expensive. I got some Brazil nuts for Christmas for my dad. They were £3. I was going to get him like a big jar off Amazon, like 750 grams for a tenner, but he'll just eat them. I mean, I know that's what they're for, but I mean, he would just literally fly through them. So the reason for this video is I was looking at this candle. I can't see how much is on camera, and I feel like the candle's not all the way to the edge, because if you listen, so I think it's got like a plastic around it, and then the candle's in the middle. So I'm going to open it because it is a Christmas candle, and I've got a habit of keeping things for ages and ages and ages, when really it's a Christmas candle. I was meant to pick a candle plate up, and I was looking at them yesterday thinking, oh, I need one. I was like, oh no, I'll put it on something else. But that's just pure wax at the bottom. And it's still got another layer around it. There's like plastic on the top. Oh. Also, I think it is all wax. I'm intrigued to see how it burns though, because it's got bits in it. I think it only burns this bit up to there. Even though this feels like it's wax, I don't know if it is. It's pretty, isn't it? Definitely need a candle plate. And then it can be displayed and hopefully used, because what's the point in having stuff and never using it? Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to open that on camera just to show you. Because I need to do a weekly vlog, don't I? I've run a bath. I'm meant to be putting one of these in, but I've not done an unboxing of them on Instagram yet. So, and I've not took pictures because I could easily quickly do the unboxing, but I don't want to sit and do pictures because it's like 7:30 at night. I need to go and get in the bath before my dad comes home. But I buy loads of stuff and I never use it. So this is meant to be the take on, well, I think this is a take on of the Method rhubarb, wild rhubarb, which I love and I've got. But I've got so many sprays on the go, I don't want to open it. I will be opening one of these. So I've got the Miracle Cream Cleaner and I've got the Miracle Multi-Purpose Cleaner, which I need to see how many multi-purpose cleaners I've got on the go before you consider that. But I'm definitely going to try that one. Do you know what? I keep hold of stuff. I got this last year for Christmas. And I've been using the perfume on and off. Not a fave, but I've got this. I'll use this on my arms. I won't put it on my body. Raspberry and cassis, mandarin and peony, patchouli and vanilla. Anyway, I'm going to go and get in the bath. See you in a bit. I thought I'd just show you my bath bomb, homemade. Easy to make. All the recipes you'll find on Pinterest or online, and small businesses online that I used to buy from actually stole all the recipes. Basically, they've not invented anything themselves. So anyone can make bath bombs if you're thinking of it and you'd like to set up a little hobby or a little small business. It's very easy to find the recipes online. So I have shared this in my Vlogmas as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. Weekly, I need to sort the plug socket out because the air freshener can't be plugged in because I've got two sets of lights plugged in and they've got the funny wires where you can't add an extra plug. So I believe there is a doggy called Cleo. There is one in here. I think my dad brought for me out the garage because I unplugged the lights by accident because I didn't know what was plugged in, to be honest, because I didn't plug them in. And I also use this socket I'm going to take that out because the plugging needs to be plugged up right like that. I also, when I use the vac, I plug the vac in here. So I need to plug everything back in. So now I've got a triple way as well. There we go. That'll have to do whilst we've got Christmas lights up. Those lights need the batteries putting back in. Those flowers are dead. The star keeps falling down. Well, my dad puts the star up and it falls down. those batteries. I need bloody steps to get to. Now I'm gonna do a quick vacuum session. Hello Cleo. Hi YouTube, I'm Cleo. So I've had this lit for about an hour and a half. Just come back up to my room. I was in my room for the first 45 minutes of it. It's mulled wine scented and it smells absolutely gorgeous. I was like walking upstairs like, what's that rich fruity scent? It's this. Absolutely beautiful. So I'm just about to do some vacuuming. There's stuff all over the floor. And I'm going to vac up the stairs, I'm going to vac the next floor, then I'm going to mop downstairs. It badly needs doing. The dog keeps walking in with muddy footprints and it's not been done in a few weeks and it should be done more often, so that's going to be done. So I just want to show you this candle. Look how clean the burn is. By clean I mean there's no black soot in it and it burns cleanly to the edges, giving what is called a clean burn. So I have that one. This one, again, another clean burn right to the edges. And then this gorgeous one, again, clean burn to the edges. That little bit that's left on there will burn off the lower it gets, but clean burn. Another gorgeous candle. They're all in the same 3 scents, which is zesty orange. Really, really love it. From Bliss Self Care, if you want to get some amazing wax products, these are the best. That's what you call a clean burn. These have clean burns as well. These are my Noah candles. I've not even lit that calendar yet. But yeah, there you go. There's another clean burn candle. Oh, this smells gorgeous. Oh, I've not got anything that smells like this. Oh, that is lovely. I've got Chill Out as well. This is a small one. Oh, that winter spice is gorgeous. Clean burn. Absolutely brilliant. One that doesn't have a clean burn is the most expensive one I've bought. And it's this one by Burr Burners. Badly Made Candles. She hates me. She's the one that's making my life hell. But the jar's pretty, so I keep it for the jar. But yeah, here's my little Noah collection. And I'm going to blow these out. Because I've got these mint pine brandy wax melts in. And the orange from these candles is all I can smell. So look at the smoke. Look at the smoke there. So yeah, these need a good clean. This one's actually, can you see the scorch mark on top? I really should get rid of it because when I've got clear wax in like this, you can see it. When it's got coloured in like that one, you couldn't see it. but absolutely love Dallas candles. I do have this. Well, I have my little, this is my little scented items that I need to use or use up quickly because it's Christmas scented, and I do love my Christmas scented. And Snow Fairy isn't what I would call Christmas scented, but I do like it this time of year. I don't use it as much throughout the rest of the year. I have it on there every now and then. I also have my Nutcracker candle. I have my little Yankee Candle and Christmas cookie here, which I absolutely love this candle. I have my potpourri, which I need to get some kind of bowl to put it in. Doesn't have to be anything expensive, just something that I can put it in so I can just use it, because obviously it's like the second week of December. Then I've got my votives. I've got 2 glass votives on my TV and 2 across the room. Oh God, my dad is up. Oh God. So yeah, the wrong way around because there's a pretty bow at the top. So I needed to put wax melts on, and basically I always have 2 lit. Sometimes I have 3. And I was going to use one of my Christmas sample ones, but it meant cut it in half. And I don't have a knife in it. Normally I have a knife in here, like not like a knife. What is a knife? It's a steak knife. And I normally have my knife in here so I can cut it in half, but it's not in here, so I couldn't. That's candy cane. Look how much work goes into these. Oh God, it smells gorgeous. That is Winter Unicorn. I love the name. That's Mistletoe and Wine, Mrs. Claus Cookies, Jingle Bells, Santa Baby. No, oh, I'm reading them wrong. Mrs. Claus Cookie, Winter Season, Jingle Bells. No. Right, I'm going to get it right this time. Mrs. Claus Cookies, Winter Season, Jingle Bells, Santa Baby. Then the other one that I've used is Santa's Grotto, which was sweet cranberries, orange peel, lemon rind and woody notes of cinnamon. Then we've got Let It Snow, which I'm dying to try. It's mint, eucalyptus and cedar wood with hints of floral and musk. Then we have Home Sweet Home, which is homely blend of cinnamon, bacon, spices and freshly poured tea. Then we have cinnamon sticks, which also I'm dying to try. Oh, it smells really cinnamony. So I was going to have one, and I need to cut in half, and basically I didn't have a knife. So I was like, well, I've got this big box, and I've basically decided to use up the Christmas scents first, because it is Christmas and winter. And then on the side, I think it was on top of my Noah candle, do you know, my Advent one that I've not lit. I noticed the mince pie and brandy, and I was like, well, that's the only one that I've not tried, so that's what I've got lit. But I am definitely going to use the Christmas ones first. So mince pie and brandy again, mulled wine, which I absolutely love, Christmas spice, gingerbread, candy cane, and then the winter ones are dragon's blood, chestnuts and brown sugar, Grandma's baking, Grandma's kitchen, sugared cranberries, and campfire. So I'm going to go through the Christmas ones first. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay. So the dryer's on. Only just went on like 2 minutes ago. And the stuff I've got in the dryer will be things like towels, some of what I wear around the house, your loungewear type things, older things that I don't no longer wear outside the house, socks, and that's about it. Also when I wash my bed in, it always goes in the dryer. And I've just put the washer on a 30-minute cycle. When I was going through my washing pile of things that need ironing, there's a few things that didn't smell very fresh, even though they were clean, they didn't smell super fresh. And then I found loads of clothes that I've not worn in ages, and I like forgotten I had, so I shoved a few of them in there because they were shoved on a chair in the living room, so they're being washed. And then the rest of my stuff that was on the 2-hour cycle is on radiators, mainly this one. And this one, there's quite a lot of items on it here, to be honest. But yeah, just doing the laundry. I did plan on doing ironing, but it's like 1:30 in the morning. Do I want to start ironing? Because I don't feel well either, so I don't think I am going to iron. I'm going to get a cup of tea and take some painkillers and wait for the washer to finish. When it's finished, I don't know where I'm going to put the wash in. I should have put it on a 2-hour one, but I wanted it to finish whilst I was still downstairs, and based on how tired I am and my temperature, I don't think I'm going to be downstairs in 2 hours, but you never know with me. Hi everyone. So, somehow I'm trying to put together a weekly whilst I'm doing daily. Some might say I'm crazy for doing this, but I really wanted to try and get 52 weekly videos done this year, and I totally forgot about Vlogmas, and I forgot Vlogmas would take up the space of 3 weekly videos, I think. And yeah, so last week I got the idea to just try and film content that I'm not filming for my daily and put it as a weekly. And I think this is the first clip I've done where I'm actually talking to camera, because I've just been doing, I mean, I've talked on things, but I've been doing things on camera to just, yeah, and it's hard. What I'm having to do at the start of each clip when I'm start filming, if it's for my weekly, I have to just say weekly. Obviously it won't be kept in and you wouldn't have known if I hadn't have said, but just so I don't accidentally put it in a daily, I start off and I'll just say daily or weekly. I'm not always saying daily. The other day I was having to say daily and what day it was, because I had 2 days worth of daily on my phone and I was filming for the 3rd day, and I needed to edit the other 2 days that day, so just so it didn't get too confusing, I didn't put the wrong clips in the wrong video. I was having to go daily Monday or daily Saturday, daily Sunday. But yeah, I'm not having to do it now because I'm on time with my dailies. But at the start of this video I did say weekly, and then I started just talking. So I'm trying to do a weekly. If I manage to get one done, I'd be happy. I don't know how many I've got up. I had 49 up, but there was something that I wanted to add to the 49th and I didn't have the clips, and I've still not put it back up, and I don't know if I want to put it back up or not. But if I didn't, it would mean I'd have to do 49, 50, 51, 52. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if I'm going to manage them. I'm happy I got to 48, 49, to be honest. I didn't think I would. I know when I first started doing the weeklies at the start of the year, it was hard because I was doing bi-weekly, and to go down to weekly was difficult, and I was doing part 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 some weeks, which looking back is a bit like, whoa. But eventually I managed to whittle it down, and they're around an hour now, which was kind of what I was aiming and hoping for. Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever go back to bi-weekly. I went down to bi-weekly I went down to I didn't go to monthly. I went down to weekly because I did Vlogmas. I was like, oh my god, I've had enough of filming. And I was doing bi-weekly, and it was just like, I just don't want to do this anymore. And I didn't want to stop my vlogs because this has always been a diary for me to look back on. Like, I can't remember what I did last week, and I can easily look back to my videos and go, oh, you was doing that, because at the moment I'm filming daily. Whereas when I'm filming weekly, sometimes I only film on 2 of the days, so I can't say, unless I've said in a video, what I've done on those days. And I don't even put in, like, I don't talk about my whole entire life in these videos. So yeah, I couldn't stop yawning in the vlogmas that went up on Tuesday. I hope that's not starting. I am tired, I've not had as much sleep as I'd like, but I talked about that in the video that went up on Wednesday, the 18th. So if you want to know about that, check that video out. So I feel like I should get some stuff done because I've got nothing that I need to do. Like, I don't have anything that has to be done today, but there's loads of bits and pieces that need to be done around the house. I could do with vacuuming the house. The vac's on the next floor up, so I could quickly vac that floor, quickly vac up the stairs to my room, and then vac my room. I really need to vac under my bed. I dropped something under the bed, and I looked under the bed for it, and under the bed there's like a coating of my hair, just like a fine coating all over the carpet, and whatever's under my bed's got a fine coating of my hair. I must just permanently molt. No wonder my hair's splitting and snapping and whatever. It's all under my bloody bed. I could probably make a full head of hair with what's under there. It's a little bit disturbing and disgusting, so I think if I finish my drink, I'm going to do that. If I've not finished my drink, I'm going to finish my drink, then do it. But I might get another drink because I'm really thirsty. I've been really thirsty since like 7 o'clock this morning, and I didn't have a drink. Well, I had sips of water, but I didn't get a drink until nearly an hour ago. So nearly 10 hours after I first wanted a drink. Yeah, like 10 hours after I wanted a drink, a fizzy drink, I got one. Okay, so choking on your own saliva when you're not even swallowing your saliva, well done to me. Oh, I feel like I'm getting a cold. Do you know when you feel a little bit like you've got a little bit of a cold coming, or do you know when you're getting over a cold and you feel like you've got a bit of a cold? That's how I feel. It might be lack of sleep. I've only had 4.5 hours sleep, which you'll know if you watched Vlogmas Day 18. This is hopefully going up on the 19th, because that's normally when my weekly vlogs go up, so you'll get Vlogmas Day 19, and then later in the day you'll get this, because I think this will be, well, one of them's going to go up at one point, so I need to like do more clips for this, or film more for this, whilst also filming my daily. God help me, I've got too much powder on under my eyes as well. So it's making me look like I've got wrinkly eyes when I've had those creases since I was a toddler. I've got pictures of myself when I was like 3 or 4 with my eye creases. Got my dressing gown on. I love this. I got it for my birthday. Well, I bought it, but I got birthday money and it came out my birthday money. It was actually the first thing I bought with my birthday money, and it was £16, I think, from Tesco. It's quite thin. Do you know what? Asda's got some really nice dressing gowns in, and they're £12, and they look quite luxurious. And if I hadn't have bought this, and if I hadn't have seen this, and if this didn't exist, I would have got one of them. They're a lot thicker than this, and I've got quite a thick one in my bathroom, and it's purple, and it's from Asda. I'm not the biggest dressing gown fan, and I used to wear dressing gowns all the time till about a year or 2 ago. Around the house, obviously, I didn't go down the street. And I don't do it now. So that's why I liked this. A, because it's short. It's like above knee, but below mid-thigh. So halfway between mid-thigh and knee. And it's quite thin, like you can see. Well, the sleeves bits are thicker, but then it gets thinner. So I like it. Do you know the thing that would make it amazing would be if it had a hood, because I love hoods. It's got pockets, obviously, and I'm a pocket fan. But yeah, the dressing gowns in Asda are totally nice. Like, if you gave it to someone and they didn't know it was from Asda, they would probably think it was from Marks and Spencer's, and they're £12. They have a pink one, and I think black. I think it's pink and black or pink and grey. But I don't need one. But if, as I said, if I didn't have this and I didn't know this existed, I would totally get a £12 Asda dressing gown. What I could do with would be either pyjama bottoms or loungewear bottoms, but I want pockets because I need to get rid of the loungewear ones that I wear now, because I've been wearing them since around March, and I've got 2 pairs, and they're the ones that I'll choose to wear over everything that I've got, because they've got pockets. The grey, the loungewear, they're super soft and comfy, but now they're just getting a bit worn out. So if I ever do buy anything that is pyjama-y or loungewear for around the house, they have to have pockets in. So I do have, like, I bought 2 sets, didn't I? I've got 2 black sets, they're identical, with cropped sweatshirt and jogging bottoms, fitted jogging bottoms. And most people would wear that as the around the house clothes, but I wear that as going out the house. And I wear it around the house when I'm at home, if I've worn it outside the house. And I've got 2 of them, and I've got the top in 2 different sizes. When I got it, I sized up in the top, and I shouldn't have done. I should have got my size because it's slightly oversized. So the one that's the size up is slightly too big. So luckily it's got like a drawstring around the bottom of it, and I can tighten it in. So when I bought the second set, I got the top in my actual size, and they were £12.50 a piece. So £25 times 2, £50 for 2 outfits, even though it's just the same outfit twice. It's a shame it didn't come in grey. Actually, no, I wouldn't have wanted it in grey, because then it does really look like jogging bottoms. And I only wear it outside the house because it's fitted, and they've got a really nice setting, and they've had it in ages. I think it's £10 for each piece, and it's this black, slightly shiny, ribbed one, and that's got a cropped hoodie with it, but the hoodie's more cropped than the hoodie on that, and it's the type of fabric that wouldn't look as flattering on me. But I'm always tempted to get it because it just looks so good. But I don't know if I'd wear it out the house, because at the moment, outside the house, I'm mainly wearing jeans and boots. I've been wearing my boots that I got, and I think it was the 8th of November, which technically is the 2nd week of November. But when I say the 2nd week of November, I think around the 10th, but it was the 8th, and I got them, and I wanted them since I first saw them in September. And they're like very 90s grunge, like the lace-up boots, but they zip up at the side and I never do them up. I've kept them how I got them, and they'd been tied up with the laces inside, and that's how I put them on. I don't tighten them up, I don't move the laces, just shove my foot in and zip them up. I've worn them 3 times now because I didn't wear them until last week, so I'd had them for just over like 2 months before I wore them. No, over a month. Why am I thinking that December's 2 months from November? And I didn't get a knitted dress because I think the knitted dresses would cling to all the wrong places on me. But I wasn't really around for 90s grunge, was I around? I don't know. I would have been very young, so I don't think my parents would have dressed me in 90s grunge. So, like, because like flannel shirts were in fashion then, and they came back in as well, and with jeans, and like I nearly bought a flannel shirt because they had a couple of nice ones in Asda, but I don't particularly suit anything with a collar, and that's the only reason why I didn't get one, because there was a nice lilac-y one that I liked, and there was a pink one that I liked as well. But like, yeah, anyway, I don't know if I've got onto fashion. I'm trying to bulk up my video. I have had an energy drink, so even though I'm tired, I'm a bit like, ooh, got lots of energy, but I don't really have a lot of energy. I did most of my online Christmas shopping online on Sunday. I don't have too much to get now. I need to get some chocolates and some shortbread biscuits got some butter biscuits though. Well, a small box of shortbread biscuits from my stepdad. I've got him some butter biscuits. He also likes licorice all sorts. I need to get him some chocolates. I don't spend much on him. I don't particularly like my stepdad. He's a very dominating alpha male, and it's his way or no way at all. And he's a bully, to be honest. I wouldn't say it to his face because I'm scared of him. He is diabetic. He's about 8 stone overweight, and he just eats loads of chocolate. So I get him chocolate, shortbread biscuits because he loves shortbread biscuits. He loves chocolate and he loves licorice all sorts. So I can basically get him his Christmas present for about a tenner. So I need to get them before Friday. I've got a feeling my mum is coming across on Friday, but I'm not seeing her. So you'll know in advance that I'm not seeing my mum on Friday. As bad as that sounds, there are reasons behind the fact that I'm definitely not going to see my mum this year. I've got better things to do. No. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but I'll tell you about... I haven't seen my mum since earlier this year, and I'm not going to go into the whole story or anything like that. I might as well not have a mum because she's never been a mum to me. Even when she lived at home, she wasn't a mum to me. She's not very nice to me. She wasn't nice to me when she didn't live at home. She says things about me that isn't true. And years ago, I used to believe what I heard about what she was saying about me, even though I couldn't understand why she was saying it, and it was upsetting to hear it. I would believe some of what her and my dad were saying. And I've talked to my doctor about some of the things that they say about me, and she disagrees with what they're saying about me, basically. And my doctor knows me better than anyone. I mean, the amount of time I spend with her, she couldn't not know me as well as she does. And she doesn't agree with what they say about me. And I'm not quoting my doctor word for word, but basically she says things along the lines that they're saying these things about me to try and cover up what they may have done. And to hear your parents talk about you in such a negative way all your life for absolutely no reason, because I don't even see my mum. My mum left when I was 12, and I don't see her. I don't spend time with her. She didn't take me with her. She didn't want me to go with her. She was very nasty about it. And you know, you could ask my mum 10 questions about me, and you could ask my doctor 10 questions about me. My doctor could answer every single question and get it right. My mum couldn't answer them. She just couldn't answer. She couldn't even tell you who my favourite band are. Now, everyone who knows me knows that. Even people who don't know me that well know who my favourite band are, and she couldn't tell you. Even though, like, when I was a teenager, I was, like, watching them all the time, listening to the music all the time, and she couldn't tell you who they are. So she couldn't tell you who my favourite female singer is. I don't think my doctor could, because we've not had that conversation. We don't sit there talking about music. But she could tell, my doctor could tell you so much about me, about my personality, what I like, what I don't like. My mum couldn't. My mum couldn't even tell you what my least favourite food is. Cottage cheese. Ugh, makes me gag. Don't like smoky bacon, don't like anything smoked, to be honest. Don't like cheese. But yeah, we're not close. We've never been close. She's not very nice about me. She says things like, I hear my dad talking about me, and the person he's talking about doesn't sound like me, so I don't always clock on he's talking about me until he says my name. So I decided a couple of weeks ago I wouldn't see her at Christmas, because it's not like I'm being invited round for Christmas or she wants to see me because it's Christmas. She wants to see me to get a gift off me. She never asked me how I am, what I've been up to, what I'm doing, or anything like that. she just rants on either about where she lives, because she's always battling with the people that own the land that she lives on. She's always taking them to court. My mum likes a battle. She's constantly battling everyone, because that's all she does. It's like a hobby. It's like a full-time job to her, because she doesn't have a job and she doesn't have anything better to do. She just constantly is in battles with people that own the land that she lives on. That's all she does, all day, every day. So that's all she'll talk about. She'll never once ask me how I am, what am I up to, what I've been doing, nothing like that. If she does ever ask me anything, it's because she's being nosy and my dad's told her something and my dad wants me to tell her something or wants her to get something out of me. And she gets nothing out of me, and it gets her really annoyed because I don't tell her anything. It's like my doctor said to me, well, she said it a lot, I don't need to tell my dad anything because he keeps demanding that I tell him things. And I'm like, he's asking me this, he's asking me that. She's like, well, it's none of his business. Like, my doctor's really tough. Like, to look at my doctor, you would honestly would not think she's as tough as what she is. You'd think, I don't know, you wouldn't think she was a walkover, but you would, like, some of the things she comes out with, I'm like, bloody hell. Like, you wouldn't mess with her. But she's like, stop telling your dad things, like it's nothing to do with him. And my dad gets, like, if he knows I'm definitely going to see my mum, he'll tell her things, and you'll know he's put her up to it, because she'll talk about something and all of a sudden she'll mention something that's absolutely nothing to do with what she's talking about, and then he'll be looking at me but be trying to make it look like he's not looking at me, and then I'll just look at him and he'll look down and pretend to be doing something. I'm like, yeah, I know he's put you out to that. She's like, I don't know what you mean. And she's staring at him. And I'm like, yeah, well, you're looking exactly at him. I'm not answering that question. So basically, I'm not going to see her. Because also what she does is, the last 2 times, she's made me wait. One of the times, I had a doctor's appointment that day. And, with my doctor. And my mum turned up really late to see me. She don't see me here, by the way. I don't have anyone at the house. And also, even if I did have someone else, she wouldn't come here. She meets me somewhere else. And she turned up about an hour late, maybe an hour and a half, and that gave me an hour maximum. Like, I needed to leave really 50 minutes later, 45, 50 minutes later, and she stayed for an hour and 10, which gave me 20 minutes to get from where I was, which is further away from where I live, to my doctor's. And the minimum I set off to my doctor's is 20 minutes before. And luckily I got there on time, and I was really, like, frustrated with what went on whilst I was seeing her, my mum. And I was like to my doctor, she's told me this, this and this, and she expects me to do this. She's like, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. I was like, but they were expecting me to do this. They were expecting me to go to something, because my dad wouldn't go unless I went and drove him, because my dad wants to drink, and my dad expects me to go and not drink because I won't drink and drive, whereas he will drink and drive. And because it's like, it was 15 miles away, it was like a family do, he wasn't willing to pay taxis, and I was like, I'm not going. And I told my mum I weren't going. She said, oh, like, such and such is not going. Someone who I wouldn't go if they were definitely going. I was like, I don't really want to go. I don't spend any time with the family. I don't really particularly like her family. Never said that to her, but they're all dodgy. They're all wheelers and dealers, and they're all on benefits when they shouldn't be, because there's nothing wrong with them, etc. And I was like, I don't really want to go. Oh, your dad really wants to go. He's like, oh yeah, I do. And I went, well, I don't really want to go. She said, oh, I'll just think about it. And they were trying to talk me into going. So when she left, I quickly said to my dad, like, I don't want to go. She's trying to talk me into going. I don't want to go. I went, but you're going to tell everyone that I've stopped you from going, because he's done this before. He's like, he's told me he's not wanted to go to things. And then he's blamed me for him not going because I don't want to go. Because in the past, he used to make me go to things and drive him. And then he'd keep me there all night, and I'd be wanting to leave, and he'd order another drink. So I'd be like, I want to leave. Oh, I've just got another drink. I'm like, well, I want to leave. Well, I've got another drink. Then I'd be like, right, as soon as you've had that, we're going. So then he'd get another drink. So I'd be stuck there all night, sat on my own, because he's getting drunk and he doesn't want to leave or pay for a taxi. And if I left him there, I'd get crap off my family. So I'm forced to be there because he wants to get drunk. So I was like, I definitely don't want to go to this thing. It's all her family. People I don't know. It's people I don't feel comfortable around, and people I don't like. I don't want to go. I said, you're going to tell everyone I've stopped you from going. No, I'm not. And I knew he would, and I bet he has done, because I've not spoken to any of them, but I bet you he told them that I stopped him from going, because I said that to my doctor. I said, he's going to tell everyone it was me. And she said, A, he can pay for a hotel, B, he can get taxis, or C, he can go and not drink. I said, well, C is definitely not an option, because he can't go anywhere and not get drunk. He has to get drunk, and he always makes an idiot out of himself. He always says or does something. So I said, C isn't an option. She said, well, why can't he go somewhere and not have a drink? I said, why don't you ask him that yourself? Because he can't physically go in a pub, even if it's for a meal or 10 minutes, he can't physically go in and not get an alcoholic drink. I said, all my life, all he does, anywhere where you can get alcohol, he literally has to have it. I said, he won't go in and not have a drink. I said, he doesn't see the point in going anywhere unless you drink. He said, he just won't go. He said, you know, he just won't go anywhere. Because if he can't drink, he doesn't go. So she said, well, he can stay over, because she knew where it was. It's not too far away from where she lives. She said he could stay over or get taxis. She said it would cost a lot of money for taxis. I said, I know it would, but he's actually got the money. He lets people think he's got less money than what he's got. I said, but he's got the money. I said, so he's got those options. I said, but I know for a fact he won't go unless I go and take him. And she said, would you want to go? I went, no, I don't. She said, well, don't go. She said, tell them you're not going. And I told my dad to tell them, and he didn't tell them till like literally the last minute, because he thought I was going to change my mind. But once I've decided on something, I won't change my mind. And I didn't want to go. My mum was basically trying to force me to go, and I was like, I don't want to go. And she's like, oh, but such and such wants to go. They don't. It's just because she knows my dad won't go unless I go. But it's funny that, because last year, around November time, I think it was the weekend before my birthday, there was a family party, and my mum did everything she could to make sure that I didn't go, and I was the only one that didn't go. And she even tried to get my dad there without me, and she was doing everything she could to leave me out. And my dad didn't go. And I got the blame for my dad not going, but my dad had said to me he didn't particularly want to go. And when he found out who had gone, he was like, I'm glad I didn't go. But he was letting people believe that I'd stopped him, because it was easier for him to do that than to tell everyone that he didn't go because he didn't want to go. He does this to me all the time. He's done it to me all my life. If he doesn't want to go, he blames me. And if he wants to go and I don't go, instead of going by himself, he blames me. So no matter what decision I make, whether I go or if I don't go, I can't win, because I get crap, or I'm forced to stay out when I don't want to stay out, or I'm forced not to drink. Like, if I go to a family party, I want to be drunk if I have to put up with that lot. And to be honest, I don't want to be near any of that lot, because they've all sided with someone over something. Because all my life, my parents have lied about me instead of telling the truth about the other person. Because if they told the truth about the other person, they'd get in trouble for hiding what they've hidden for years. So, yeah, I know for a fact that he made it look or sound like I stopped him from going to that family party. I think it was July or August. Because I was like, I don't want to go. He's like, oh, I don't mind not going. I said, well, you can go. I don't mind if you go. Go and get a taxi. Stay over. I don't care. I don't want anything to do with the party or the people at the party. But he didn't go. And from what I've picked up from little bits of conversations I've heard, he blamed me for him not going. He made it sound like I stopped him, and I didn't stop him. So, yeah, I'm not seeing my mum on Friday. She comes over every Friday. She has the opportunity to try and see me, but she doesn't. So there you go. That's exactly why I won't be seeing her. So I've just done this floor. I've done up those stairs. And now the back is completely full. going to take it downstairs, empty it, do these stairs and do all downstairs. I am sweating, so I will be taking the dressing gown off because I am hot. One major disaster was vacuuming my room. It's a powerful vac, so if it gets hold of something, it gets hold of it. And it why I'm admitting this, I don't know, but got up hold of a pair of my underwear. I grabbed hold of the underwear whilst holding the vac in the other hand. I'm pulling it, the vac's pulling it, instead of just turning it off straight away, which I couldn't because I was holding it in one hand, I had hold of my underwear, in the other hand, I had no hand free. So I ended up ripping them. So now they're going to have to be binned. And they probably were one of my favourites, but there you go. Don't grab it, just turn it off and then hopefully try and pull it back out. When I was saying earlier there's a ton of hair under my bed, I just mean the opposite side to where I sit is where I sit and do, the opposite side to where I lie down and sleep, where I sleep, is where I sit and do my hair when I'm drying it. And all around the area, just under the bed in that area and in front of me, against the, my dad, definitely is my dad, there was a layer of hair, like so much hair. I think that's what's filled the vac up. And the vac was pretty quite full as it was, so it's just filled it up even more. My dad hates me vacuuming when he's at home. I need to do the downstairs. You know what, I would have had it done, but when I first got upstairs with the vac after I'd done this floor, I went to the toilet and then I made Vlogmas Day 17 go live. And then I stayed on my phone for 5 minutes, and 5 minutes is like not a lot for me. So, and then I was like, right, carry on, and I did, and I have. And I've just put some Sephora in the bath. I put Twilight Garden in just to make it smell nice in there because it's my dad's main bathroom. Oh, anyway, so I'm going to conclude the weekly here. It's not been what I thought it would be. Do you know what? I didn't know what to expect with filming a weekly whilst I'm doing dailies or whilst I'm trying to get other videos up at the same time. But I've been filming this weekly for exactly a week, and even though I'm filming this bit, I don't even know what's in it because I've not started the edit, and I would have liked the weekly to be up today. There's still time for me to get it up today, but if I don't get it up today, I don't get it up today. At least I've got the footage, and I've managed to somehow film a weekly at the same time as filming my dailies, as well as being ill. I feel like if I hadn't been ill and hadn't been at hospital for a full day and back at the hospital now, which I'm back at the hospital, I need to make sure I get the daily vlog up before I get this up, otherwise you're not going to know. You're going to be like, oh, have you been in a hospital? Yes, I've been in hospital. I looked a lot worse than this in the footage that you're going to see from yesterday, but I am actually back at the hospital, which you're not going to see till tomorrow. But yeah, I'm still at the hospital, but I'm just looking a bit healthier. So I don't know what week of the weekly vlog this actually is, but I've managed to get one done on top of everything else, so I feel like I've done well. I don't think it's going to be an interesting video because I think I've just not talked that much to camera, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm very tired. I could have easily slept the day away if I was able to, but I'm actually not able to do that. I need to finish off Christmas shopping today if I can. If not, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I don't want to say too much because obviously I've got my daily videos, and it's hard juggling a daily and a weekly because I don't want to put anything in the weekly that's going in a daily or that hasn't been told in a daily yet. But I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope it's not as boring as I think it's going to be. I know it's probably going to take me a while to edit, but I'm going to put all the clips that I've got for it in the editor now, so I can edit it as and when I've got 5 minutes here and there. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to click the bell notification to get an alert every time I upload a similar video. I'll be back probably tomorrow with Vlogmas. Thank you for watching.